We're about to jump into problem 18-1A from my workbook, which you can download from tonybell.com. This is Intermediate Financial Accounting 2. Click the link, no sign in, no sign up, nothing like that. Scroll down, find whatever problem we're working on, and you'll see lots of the problems like this one are free and available to everybody, but there are plenty of members-only videos, members-only problems. I hope you'll consider signing up if you're getting good value from the free stuff, but regardless, I'm happy you're here watching. Let's jump into the problem. Let's jump into problem 18-1A. We're looking at permanent versus temporary differences, and temporary differences create deferred tax assets and deferred tax liabilities. The way best to learn those is to do examples. Let's jump into it. Nicola Valley Manufacturing prepares financial statements using accrual accounting. For tax purposes, certain revenues and expenses are recognized differently. So there's differences between GAAP or IFRS than the tax law of whatever country we're looking at. And so that difference in tax treatment potentially creates these deferred tax assets and liabilities, a big topic of our chapter. The items in the table below are drawn from the company's records for the current year, and we're going to complete the PTN column. P is for permanent differences, T for temporary differences, and N is not a difference, and those temporary differences are going to create deferred tax assets and deferred tax liabilities. So if we're deducting more expenses later for tax purposes, well, if down the road I'm going to have some huge tax deductions coming, well, that saves me money. That's a deferred tax asset. If, on the other hand, down the road I have fewer tax deductions coming, in other words, I deducted them all now and I don't get those deductions later, that creates a deferred tax liability when I have temporary differences. Let's jump into it and you'll see what I mean. Tax depreciation, CCA in Canada, I think it's called MACRS, makers or something in the US. I don't know what it's called every country in the world, but every country has a different name for it. Tax depreciation is often different from accounting depreciation, and it is here. Tax depreciation of $72,000 was claimed on the company's equipment this year, compared with $45,000 depreciation expense recorded in the books, in the accounting record. So this is a classic temporary difference. So by the end of the asset's life, it's going to be the same because the asset's going to be worth zero at the end of its life, but it's different in the years in between. So we took more tax depreciation than we did accounting depreciation. What does that mean? It means I took a higher deduction now, and it means in the future, I'm going to have to take a lower deduction. By definition, this is a reversing thing, right? So now I took a high tax deduction. I saved tax dollars today. In the future, I'm going to actually owe more in taxes because I took the higher deduction now. So this is a temporary difference, and it's a deferred tax liability. I don't have tax savings in the future. My tax savings are lower in the future. Let's look at the next one. The company accrued $20,000 of estimated warranty expense based on this year's sales. Warranty costs are deductible for tax only when the repair work is performed. So I took a deduction now for accounting, and I'm going to get to take that. I don't get to take it now for tax purposes. I'm going to get to take it down the road for tax purposes. So some future tax deductions. This is a temporary difference, right? I took a $20,000 expense now in accounting. I'm going to take a $20,000 expense later for tax purposes, but the fact that the expense is coming later, it means it reduces my taxes later. That's good for me. That's a deferred tax asset, and this indeed is temporary. Nicola Valley earned $10,000 of interest revenue on provincial government bonds. These map onto like municipal bonds in the U.S. And it says under the relevant tax legislation, this interest is exempt from tax. Okay, this is not a temporary difference because it doesn't reverse. You just get some tax exempt revenue now, and you don't have to pay tax on it later. So this is a permanent difference and therefore no deferred tax asset or liability. The company recorded $12,000 of depreciation on its head office building using the same method, rate, and cost base for accounting and tax purposes. Well, I actually had a client that did this. They just said, I don't like my accounting and my tax depreciation mismatching. I'm just going to use the same method for both. If that's the case, there's no difference, right? So N, not a difference at all, right? They're the same. So no difference and therefore no deferred tax asset or liability. The company accrued a $30,000 liability for a lawsuit that is probable and estimable. The amount will be deductible for tax only when it's paid. Okay. So we took like a $30,000 expense. We accrued a $30,000 liability for our accounting records. We're not going to be allowed to take a tax deduction until later. Well, a future tax deduction means in the future, I'm going to pay less in taxes. That's good for me. That's a deferred tax asset situation. And this indeed is temporary. This difference, right? I've recorded the expense now and the liability now. Well, in the future, the tax and the accounting is going to line up when I actually pay the lawsuit that I'm looking like I'm going to lose. The company received $24,000 in advance for a 2-year service contract and recorded as unearned revenue. The full amount is taxable now. So I got the money now. I paid tax on it now, but I'm not going to record accounting revenue until later. Well, if I pay the tax now, I got it out of the way. In the future, I don't have to pay it. I'm going to record the revenue in my accounting books, but I don't have to pay tax on that revenue in the future. This is a deferred tax asset. It's good for me it's bad for me in the now, right? It's a current tax liability, but it's a deferred tax asset. So it is temporary once this unwinds, right? Once we've earned the unearned revenue. The company recorded $9,000 allowance for expected credit losses. Bad debts are deductible for tax only when a specific account is written off. So we've done an allowance for doubtful accounts. But so in accounting records, we've recorded an expense. In tax, we can't record the expense until we actually write it off. That's in the future. And therefore, it is a temporary difference, right? In accounting, I've already recorded the expense. I'm going to record an expense for tax in the future. If it's an expense in the future, again, it reduces my taxable income, reduces the amount of tax I got to pay. That's good for me. It's kind of a weird thing. Lower income is good for you. This is a deferred tax asset for tax reasons, right? You want to show as little income as possible so you pay less to the government. 8. Right? See, there's 2 8s there. The company recognized $48,000 of gross profit on an equipment sale this year for accounting purposes. For tax, the profit is reported as receivable and is going to be collected over the next 3 years. I just have to cough. Okay, so we recorded revenue right now. We recorded profit right now, $48,000. For tax, we're going to record it over the next 3 years. Well, unfortunately, then I'm going to be paying tax over the next 3 years, right? My income in the future, in the present, is higher for accounting purposes. In the future, it's going to be higher for tax purposes. Well, if my expenses are higher in the future for tax purposes, we said, oh, that's a deferred tax asset. Well, if my revenues are going to be higher in the future for tax purposes, that's a deferred tax liability. I'm going to have a higher tax bill in the future. DTL, deferred tax liability. The company paid a $5,000 annual premium on a life insurance policy covering its CEO. The company is the beneficiary, and the premiums are not deductible, and proceeds would not be taxable. Okay, so immediately we have a difference here, but is it temporary or permanent? And the answer is it's permanent, right? This is not going to reverse. The premiums are never, it's not like, oh, I deduct the premiums for my accounting purposes now and for tax purposes later. No, the premiums are never deductible. This is just a permanent difference. The company prepaid $18,000 for 3 years of property insurance and deducted the full amount for tax in the year of payment. For accounting, the cost is expensed evenly over the 3 years. So again, what's our difference? Well, for tax purposes, I deducted all up front. For accounting purposes, I'm going to deduct some later. That means if I deduct it all up front for tax purposes, there's a timing difference for sure, a temporary difference. This is a liability. I'm deducting it all now. Currently, in the future, when I deduct it for accounting, I'm going to be mismatched because my tax is going to be higher than the accounting, right? Than the accounting income would indicate. This is a deferred tax liability. We're taking the deduction now, and therefore in the future, we're not taking the deduction. The company paid $7,000 in fines to a provincial regulator for a workplace safety violation. These fines are not deductible. Okay, so if it's not deductible, it's permanently going to be different. The accounting records will not match the tax records permanent. The company accrued $4,000 of interest receivable on a loan it made to a supplier. The interest is taxable only when the cash is received. Okay, so we've recorded revenue now in our accounting books. We're going to record the revenue later in the tax books. Future revenue means future profit. Higher taxable income in the future means higher tax liability in the future. This is DTL, and it is indeed temporary. The company incurred $16,000 of business meal and entertainment costs, of which half, $8,000, is not deductible. Okay, so the half that is deductible, it's not different, right? It's treated the same for tax and accounting. It's an expense on both sides. The half that's not deductible is just a permanent difference. So it's not temporary. It does not create a deferred tax asset and liability. $8,000 is not different between the two. $8,000 is permanently different between the two. There you go. Company declared and paid $40,000 of cash dividends to its shareholders. Okay, well, a dividend paid to shareholders is not an expense, and it's not a taxable item on our tax records, right? So it's not an expense for accounting. It comes out on the statement of retained earnings or statement of changes in equity. So it's just like not applicable, I guess, not different between the two. Doesn't apply here. No difference. Last one. The company accrued $28,000 of employee bonuses at year end. That will be paid 10 months later. The bonuses are deductible only when paid. Okay, so there's a difference. It's temporary. We record the expense now for accounting purposes. We record the expense in the future for tax purposes. Because it's a temporary difference, it creates a deferred tax asset or liability. Well, it's a deduction we'll get to take in the future. We don't get to take it now. We get to take it in the future. A deduction is good for us, right? For tax purposes, this is a deferred tax asset situation. And there you go. If you made it to the end, don't be shy about hitting me with one of those thumbs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. The next video in our series is right up here. And if you want a supercut of all of the videos in this series, that's the one down below.